they posted an absolutely astounding comp store sales of 4.5% that you all have talked about. That was well above our estimate and well above, I think, most of us on the street. The earnings were impressive, and they continue to invest. They continue to invest in e-commerce. They continue to invest in other parts of their business, and yet the consumer continues to respond favorably. So it's very, very nice to see for Walmart.
Yeah, Oliver, have they answered concerns about how much that investment is going to weigh on margins in the next half of the year at least?
Yeah, price investment will continue to be a major factor, Carl, and that is a factor because the consumer continues to look for strong value. But the real story here is bricks plus clicks. The seismic shifts in retail and Walmart using physical assets to their advantage in terms of curbside pickup, delivery to the 40% of the country in grocery, and adding a lot of convenience. So we're seeing a lot of factors here, but the bottom line is value is very important. And Walmart, they pioneered everyday low prices. They will not be undersold, and this is a factor in the gross margin. Investors today were looking for top-line growth at comps as well as e-commerce, and we got that today. Underpinning the 4.5% comps was very nice traffic at 2.2%. It's very impressive to get that traffic in a tough retail environment.
And Bud, to dig into the e-commerce piece of this a little bit more, I mean, I know that acceleration in sales growth was definitely a standout in this quarter. How about Flipkart? Because these results don't include that. That deal hasn't closed yet. How is that going to factor into the e-commerce story here for Walmart going forward?
Well, that is going to weigh on the results of the earnings going forward. They talked about 25 to 30 cents if it had closed at the middle part of the year. We're a couple of weeks beyond that, so we'll have to prorate those numbers depending on when they closed. We asked that question on a call with the Investor Relations Department earlier today, and they stuck by what they said in their prepared remarks that it will close as soon as practicable, whatever that means, and we don't have a quite date on when that will close. But it will weigh on results, and it will weigh on results in the second half and probably next year. We'll get more information on that in October when they have a meeting for the investment community at headquarters or at the home office in Arkansas.
Oliver,
yeah, I would
Doug
echo what Bud said.
Oh, go ahead.
I would echo what Bud said in terms of what's happening globally. Walmart is really focused on key priority markets. That includes India and China, and thinking about global and how to be globally competitive for the long, long run. Don't forget there's an intense rivalry versus Amazon. As we do our survey research here, about 87% of shoppers at Walmart also shop at Amazon. So there's a lot of overlap, and that's a big focus. E-commerce more broadly, they're still losing money in e-commerce. So this is a factor we're watching in terms of the long-term growth algorithm. It's not a cheap stock. It's 18 times PE. However, we like the stock. We rated outperform, and we think that this stock can hold its own versus Amazon over the long term.